Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here, and we're actually on video number 30 for Era of Chaos now. It's crazy the number of videos I was able to make here. Anyways, carrying forward from the previous day where I attempted to get more wins in Duel of Heroes, we have Adelaide and Rashka as our main heroes. And we're going to try to get as many wins as we can, obviously, but I'm also hoping that when we do the next draft, I'll be able to get Mephala. So we're going to get Mephala first, and then we're going to see how many wins we can get with her, so that we can try to unlock the third level for her lore. And so looking at the units here, the only one that I really thought that I need to get rid of would be the behemoth. I'm looking at some of the others and I'm trying to think what would be ones that I want to get rid of, and I'm thinking I probably want to get rid of more of their shields, and so I'll get rid of swordsman. And so what that will hopefully at least do is, you know, get me more advantage, like, so there's less defensive units they can use. But we're gonna start out with this setup here. So let's take a look. And it's unfortunate I couldn't actually get Mephala so far, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Alright, so we're going to have Dendroid guard in the middle here. And I'm going to continue to use Adelaide. And I'll definitely have Genie in the back here for some heal. Since she wasn't banned, I definitely want to take advantage of that. What I don't have is I don't have Vampire for the charge, but that's okay because I do have Black Knight anyway. And so we'll take a look and see how my opponent responds here. Okay, so there's likely to be a healer here, and it's looking like I might do this, and then we'll see about the top here. So what I want to do is, okay, it's interesting. So what I'm going to do is I will put a defender over here, and I'm actually going to use rock right here. I consider putting in a charger down in the top lane, right? I could defend and then put a Black Knight up here. But then we'll see. This could be a Black Knight as well. So he's also going to put a charger in here. Alright, so we will use Adelaide. And let's see how this works out. So it's Crag. Had a feeling that would be a Crag team. Now let's just hope that we can defend the chargers down successfully. And our Genie hopefully can heal well enough. Okay. So let's see. Health-wise, we're losing a little bit right now. We're actually a little bit of a disadvantage right now. But if we can just take out the bottom lane, that really is, I think, a team that's giving us a little bit more of a challenge, and looks like we couldn't hold on. That's unfortunate. Okay, so now we got rid of the Naga, that's good. We got rid of their Dendroid guard as well, but now he's going to be getting increased attack. So we need to step up our damage a little bit too. Okay. Our Frost Ring isn't doing as much as I would like. It's a Genie in the back. Okay, but our units are surviving, and we stopped their heal. That's critical right there. Okay. Good. So we got rid of one of their tougher units to deal with, and that was their demon. freeze the... Man, Adelaide just so clutch right there with her freeze. Alright, so let's take a look here, and we might be able to pull out a win here if we can clear out... If we can clear this guy right here, right? And we're almost able to take down the genie. I think in the time remaining we might be able to do it. There you go. So with 24 seconds, we should have no problem taking down Genie. That was actually a pretty tough fight right there. And we ended up winning. So whew, that was a little tougher. 6 wins. All right, 6 wins, 1 loss. Let's keep going there. I kind of wonder if I would have done better without putting Rock in there. I feel like it was just a little bit of too close for comfort. Okay, and now let's take a look and see what we got to. So we lost a 3D. That's okay. So we're gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna get rid of the 2 dragons, I think. We'll get rid of the Bone Dragon and the Green Dragon. Because compared to the rest of the units there, and I lost Genie, so I'm going to be using Monk instead. Alright. Don't want to give up the fact I have Angel too quickly. I mean, I probably expect it. So I'm going to have Monk in the back, right? And it's going to be like this with Angel here. Probably up against Crag once again. Take a look at whether or not my opponent puts defenders up here. 2. Okay. Then I'm going to put a 1 here. Let's see how he responds here. Probably put a charger up here. Now he's gonna put a charger there. Okay. Then I'm going to put my Black Knight in. Let's do that. And we will also, again, use Adelaide to... We'll use Adelaide to crowd control. Okay, so my opponent is using Rylan for the heal. And if we can take out the Monk early, that would be really helpful, right? If we can take out Monk early, then that will allow us to... Basically, the name of the game right now is all heal. This is all a big heal team. But let's see. So we take care of... They have the Angel to revive, but I think we can still take out the Monk in the back. Right? We need to take out the Monk, and we need to take out the Lich, so that they stop sending out more units here. Okay, let's do this. And so they're actually healing the back there. More of my units are slowly dying, but let's see. Can we take out... So we couldn't actually take out the monks in the back. That's unfortunate. And so we lost our unit for Black Knight, but it looks like my opponent's health is getting a little bit low now. Man, the amount of heal that they're getting really is making a big difference, huh? So we finally got rid of the Monk, but we lost Angel. We may not win. We might actually lose this round. It's like their health generally is all pretty low, but they keep healing up. It's basically like having Genie in there. Okay, and then my monk is done for as well. All right, I was hoping for my Black Knight to do a little bit better. I probably should have charged with 2. Probably should have just charged with 2. So well done there on my opponent's part. Using Ryland and 2 Dendroid guards. And the fact is, it wasn't even listed. Alright, so I'll get rid of Naga. No, I'm gonna get rid, yeah, I guess I'll get rid of Naga. And didn't get rid of Genie. I'm gonna get rid of Genie then. I'm gonna use Monk to heal. Yeah, my opponent had a Genie. Okay. So let's go ahead and we will respond with this. I mean, it's gonna be similar. Still thinking about that last round, right? Where my opponent was using Ryland and he had a monk, got rid of my Genie, and I couldn't actually get rid of their backline using monk. So I was a little surprised there, to be honest with you. And this is where not having demon actually really does hurt me. So I actually banned Genie on my own, thinking that my opponent had it, and I was right. So now let's see how my opponent responds. Okay, so he's probably blocking this lane right here. Okay. I will do this. Okay, so since he's basically defending in those areas, I will simply do this and this. Let's see how this one goes. With the defenders here, I guess I don't want to put my Black Knight here. Okay, so he's going to respond with another caster here. Let's see how this goes. I think 8 wins so far is what is the best I've done up to this point. So they don't have Genie, and that was going to be the... Look at that, 2 Dendroid guards and 2 ogres. Neither of them showed up. Okay, but hopefully with Monk healing, it'll make a little bit of a difference. We are up against Crack, so there is definitely more DPS there. But let's see if we can do something, like actually make a difference here. Okay. So right now, neither of our angels are getting damaged. Let's see. The middle is still actually really hard to break through. The Iron Golem is actually really tough to get through because they're more resistant to magic. Okay, so we finally got rid of them, but then Angel immediately revived. So this is going to be bad news for us. I guess had we actually froze Angel when we took out the Iron Golem, we would have survived. And so this is gonna be 3 losses right here. This is gonna be 3 losses for us. started well, and then the problem right now is I just didn't have the right. I didn't bring enough damage dealers. That's really a problem. And up against Crag, that's actually really difficult. Alright. So that's gonna be it for us. So 6 wins is all we can do. So let's go ahead and pick up our chest. And then we'll go ahead and enter and see if Mephala is here. And we don't have Mephala. So Gelu is all about ranged units. So critical hits for all ranged units increased. And Rylan is all about Dendroid Guard heals. This is really interesting. I don't know. So if we use Gelu, then we are basically relying on these units. But I don't think Gelu is very good, so I'm gonna go with Rylan instead. And with Rylan, as soon as we see Dendroid Guard, we're gonna have to pick it. And we'll use Centaur. Wolf Riders, Cavalier, or Pit Fiend. We'll pick Pit Fiend. This would have been a card I would have picked for Ryland. Not for Ryland, for Gelu. But we're gonna go Lich. Swordsman, Centaur, or Iron Golem. We'll go with Iron Golem. Dendroid Guard for sure. Now we got, so here's another one, right? This is where we would have benefited. So instead we're gonna use Goblin. Naga, Behemoth, or Angel. I think I start with Angel. It just kind of feels like the right card to use. We're using Ryland. I don't know if I want to use double Goblin. I don't know if I want to use double Lich. Lich gets banned pretty often. So we'll pick Rock. And I'll pick Cyclops. Over Gawk? No, I pick Gawk. We'll pick Monk. Alright, now we're going to pick Cyclops. Still trying to decide what I want to do. I don't have any chargers right now, so I'll pick Hellhound. Ooh, 2 Dendroid Guard or a Genie. I think a safer bet is to pick Genie, because I can't rely on my Dendroid Guard not getting selected each time. Archmage or Firebird? I'm very magic heavy right now, actually. Huh. I'll pick Firebird, I guess. Alright, so now we got Naga, Green Dragon, or Black Knight. Let's go ahead and pick Naga. And for our last unit, I suppose we could pick Orc. No, we'll pick Vampire. There's Mephala. So with Mephala, I only have 3 defenders. Well, let's give it a shot. With only 3 defenders. So the goal here is now we're gonna use Mephala. We're gonna try to, as soon as we get a win, we should see the requirement for how many wins we need to get to unlock the lore. So let's get started. I'm hoping we get at least 1. I'm not very good at using Mephala for a win, and this was not the setup. This was not the right setup for Mephala, to be honest with you. And so let's see. I guess I'll select the Bone Dragon. Get rid of the Bone Dragon. And then the other ones I'm thinking of is either the Green Dragon or Afridi. But I think I want to get rid of... So there's Dendroid Guard gone. So there's 2 of my defenders. And I guess I'm going to get rid of the Afridi then. So this was absolutely the wrong composition for me. Not picking enough defenders was the issue. I Alright. So, what do I have to work with? I've got Iron Golem, right? So I got Iron Golem. And I have Centaur. Iron Golem, Centaur, and then I need Genie for sure. So I will do this. And now the challenge is I don't have any more defenders. I do have a Pit Fiend. Right. So here's the Pit Fiend. That's likely to be a Crag player or a Lore Heart player. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, like, you know, hey, not a lot. I've heard often somebody say, put the Cyclops in the same lane as Charger. So we'll see how that goes. And so he's gonna go just super heavy on that. I guess this guy's got I'm guessing this guy's got himself Lord Heart. All Chargers here. Don't have much of a response. 4 Chargers. Alright. Not looking great for me already based on this setup here. So we got Crag, and here's like 4 different Chargers set up. It's interesting. Yeah, so that didn't last very long. But we can stun them. Yeah, the key here is whether or not we can withstand all of these. But we can, right? So we got rid of their Hellhound. Can we get rid of their other Chargers here? Right, so the 4 Chargers there, I mean, not having enough shields really was the problem in the first place. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to win this round here. Losing one of my defenders is a big deal. So that's the first loss. Well, let's keep going. Gotta go for 2 wins. 20 wins it looks like. Using Mephala, so that was a terrible like selection on my part. Leaving myself with only 3 defenders was a big mistake. And while it's true that Cyclops can stun, they just can't quite stop the Chargers. Okay, so we will we'll get rid of the Black Knight. So Felicia, you hate having to run more than 3 tanks. Feels like it takes away from the damage. Yeah, I think the thing here is, you know, in certain situations, you have to do that. I generally run 3 tanks. Sometimes I don't generally run 4 anymore. But when opponents have a advantage with like the Chargers, like you see, like there was an opening right there. And so that's where I basically just lost big time there, right? So here is the thing. I don't have Angel, but I have more attackers. So I'm gonna rely on my attackers this round. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 attackers down here. Actually, I'm going to put 1 up here. Force my opponent to sort of focus more on the top lane. Right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 chargers here. Then I'm going to have a Dendroid Guard here. And a Genie here. Right? And then we'll see if my opponent decides to go with a charger back here. Okay. Let's see, using Mephala. And I'm up against Adelaide. So the question is whether or not my goblins will be able to actually deal enough damage to get through the defense up top. I'm also going up against a couple of demons there, so that's going to be a challenge. And so we lost our goblins. We lost our hellhound. It looks like I'm going to have to restart this challenge again, because this is just not going well at all. This is going to be a 0 and 3. With playing Mephala, I have to have better defenders and I need to have better damage dealers. Like I can't survive with this team. But my goal is to try to get through the lore. So 0 and 2. It'll be a quick 3 and out, and then we'll try it for real next time. Goblins didn't do well for my attackers. I don't have strong enough. The problem is I only have 2 defenders, and so I might need to go with a more aggressive approach. See if we can win that way. Okay, so get rid of Bone Dragon. Let's see who I lose here. So we lose Cyclops. Okay. And we also lose... I don't know. I guess I'll get rid of their ogre. Felicia, I tend to agree. Mephala is just hard to use. I have to really figure out what the right synergy really is. Alright, so the opponent starts with an attacker up here. That's probably a Pit Fiend. There might be a charger in the back. Uh-oh. I'll respond with... I'll respond here. Okay. I might put the Pit Fiend up here as well, and then defend down here. Right, and so we're gonna respawn up here, not with her, this way. Okay. And I'll put defenders here to take away the charging lane, because I know that my opponent has Okay, this is what I'm gonna do then. Interesting. Then I will come back here and I will have Genie to heal. That is an interesting setup. It is definitely in response to my chargers here. So I'm kind of curious about what my opponent's going to do for the last placement. Okay. Well, we're going to go Mephala. Let's see if we can win. I mean, if I use Ryland, that would at least help here, but I need to try and get a win using Mephala. You sure there's a trick here you haven't figured out? Neither have I. I haven't figured out myself either. Alright, let's see. Let's see how this works out. So we got white in the back. So the immunity was actually a well-placed immunity right here. Let's see if we can take out their... So this is with Lord Heart, but no Black Knight. No Death Knight there. Okay, let's try and take them out there. It's good. So our vampires now move to the back, so we should be okay here. With our immunity, that's really good, and also life drain. Take out the monk so there's no heal, and now we're just dealing with the angel in the front line there. So there's our first win. Somehow we eked out a win here. Right, because they lost angel, so now we're just dealing with the Dendro Guard. So we are immune to damage, and here's our first win. Total 20 victories. So you guys saw that? It popped up. 20 victories. Gosh, really do need 20 victories with Mephala. Here's 1 of 20. I don't know if it counts if I just use her as a second hero. It would be good if she just needs to be the second hero, but it feels like it can't. Feels like it has to be with her as the hero. But hey, we got one win. We got one win with Mephala, and I think the trick here is we have to be a little bit more aggressive. We gotta be aggressive. Okay, so of all these guys here, I'll get rid of the Bone Dragon. I'm expecting I'm gonna lose Angel, right? I'm gonna probably lose Angel. I wonder if my opponent's going to keep... He's gonna get rid of the Behemoth. So I lose Angel and I lose Firebird. So I don't have much of a choice but to get rid of the Behemoth. And it just so happens that my opponent does have the Behemoth as well. So I have to be more aggressive. I have to use my chargers more aggressively. Without Angel, right? Without Angel, I'm gonna have to do... I'm gonna do this actually. Right, and then I'm going to have my Genie here, and I'm going to put an attacker right up here. No, I'm going to put an attacker over here. And then I'm going to put 2 chargers up here. Right, so I'll put 2 chargers up here, force my opponent to do something. And then I'm going to basically do an all-out attack. Her lore isn't going to be easy. Sometimes with DPS heroes, it's tough getting 20 wins. Yeah, this is going to take a while. That's what it means. It means it's going to take quite a while. So like, Catherine's lore was relatively easy. All I had to do was get 5 wins. in... All I had to do was get 5 wins, right? And against the campaign, that's just basically 5 days of playing. Oh, man. This is going to be interesting. I'm basically foregoing... I'm going to have double heal. See what my opponent does here. He's got to respond up here unless he chooses to do a charger down here. He's going to be responding with something. Right? Let's see. We're going to be healing and we're going to be... we're going to hope that our attack is going to be strong enough. That's the hope, right? But my Naga is not strong enough. My Naga is just going to... My Naga is just going to die. Let's see if we can at least break through the top lane. Because if we can at least break through the top lane, then we can go down to the back. We can take on the Lich here. But it's just not going to be enough. Like, we just don't have enough... We don't have enough damage, we don't have enough defense. The heals really didn't work out. So there's at least 1 win, right? And so we basically are 1 and 3. We will try again. Let's just chalk that up as a... Let's just try this again. This is going to be the last time. And so we're going to build using Adelaide again. We're going to build a more... balanced team. Of course, these are going to be the cards that I prefer to use. Iron Golem, Pegasus, I will use Iron Golem. Let's pick Dwarf here. Alright. And then we will use Walking Dead. So there's our 4 defenders right there. And then we will select Angel first. Now, Rock, Lich, or White. I think I prefer Lich here. And I'm going to select Gog. Then we're going to pick Monk. So we already got Pit Fiend. But I don't want to be caster heavy. So we'll go 2 Pit Fiends. And I have to select a charger, so I'm going to select Hellhound. So I have Monk already. I have Monk, so I feel like I need to have Demon instead. Right? And I'm going to select Stone Gargoyle. And Naga as my attacker. Just double check. My attackers are 2 Pit Fiends, Stone Gargoyle. Yep. Gonna pick Naga. And I'm gonna have basically zero ranged units. This is a crack hack team. No Mephala. So let's do this then. Let's go with... So I have 5 attackers and 5 defenders, right? 5 attackers, 5 defenders. So this will allow me to do 4 defenders and 4 attackers. That's kind of what I would do with crack team. And so let's see who I get rid of here. I'm supposed to get rid of you. Then who else am I worried about here? Okay. Those were all units I was kind of worried about, so I'll guess I'll probably get rid of their ogre then. Alright, so this is going to be a lot stronger, a lot better team, at least for me. I actually didn't select Genie in favor of Demon. Let's see if that pays off, right? So we're gonna go here and we're gonna use the Swordsman. Then we're gonna have Naga, and who will be a defender for Naga? Defender for Naga is going to be Demon, I guess. No, I will have Iron Golem. Then I'm gonna have Demon here with Pit Fiend. And look at this guy. So Pit Fiend with Demon. Now, Fillmore, this mode is getting kind of boring with the pool not being kept up to date to other available units and heroes in game. Yeah, I think I'm hoping that they'll update it with more. I'm hoping that they do update it with more heroes for sure. So like, there's Yogg and there's Monair, there's Solmir, all of these things, and I don't have Catherine. I don't have Mephala again. I'm not sure, Mel Fillmore, if you saw or not, but I managed to get a win. I managed to get one win with Mephala. So there's 1 out of 20, and it's confirmed. It definitely is 20 wins. And there's my opponent using Mephala. Let's see how this fares. Oh, there's Bone Dragon and 2 rocks. Oh, oh wow, lots of big units. But their Angel died already. I would never put Angel by himself. Like, you have to protect the Angel. You gotta allow the Angel to survive longer. So this is like all out attack basically. I could probably even let go of 1 defender and put in the healer. So that if we are up against another crack, then it would be it would be a little better. But yeah, so I have a much nicer setup now. Oh yeah, and you're right. All the elementals are currently missing, right? Ah man, I guess I'll get rid of Genie. And who am I worried more? Oh, okay. I was thinking that I wasn't sure if I was gonna get rid of the Behemoth or the Bone Dragon, but since my opponent got rid of the Behemoth, I'll just get rid of the Bone Dragon. And all the elementals, that's right, so we don't have any Storm Elemental, Fire Elemental, all those units. I'm hoping that there's going to be an update. I don't know if they've announced it in the announcement just yet for this mode, but I hope so. Alright, you do you, and I'm going to protect my Angel first. Do I think it's possible to run a tankless team with Mephala and just use her shield to keep the melee up? I think the problem is that Mephala doesn't actually boost any DPS. So when I played this, I had this setup where it was basically, I had this setup that was I had 1 defender. I had no tanks. I had 3 tanks and 2 of them weren't used. I ended up having a fight where I just had 1 defender and my team just gets run over. The issue is your team gets run over really quickly, and the AI doesn't do a good job at using the shield where it's most needed. Like, they always kind of like put a shield like somewhere and then they go somewhere else. Like, so AI isn't reliable with her. Not quite as reliable as I don't quite understand this setup here. But if that's the case, then I'm going to run Lich here. Curious about this setup. Really curious about this setup here. So once again, right, Angel up front is just gonna get taken out. Like Angel up front means that Angel's gonna get all the damage aimed at him. So that's the second time now where I saw an Angel being placed, you know, at the very front. And so that doesn't give him enough protection. That's the problem with melee only and not having any defense, is that the opponents can just focus fire on the attackers first. How are we supposed to get 20 wins with her? Hey, I don't know. I got 1, so I think this is gonna just end up taking forever. Like, and if you think about it, like, Duel of Heroes, if you do well, that's 12 wins. And if you don't do well, you're out pretty quickly. And it costs... I have a lot of tickets saved up, but I think it costs like 150 gems. Right? 150 gems to enter if you don't have the tickets. So I just kind of feel like it's a kind of an expensive way to keep going. Out of all of these... I guess I'll get rid of the Dendroid Guard. That's the one that I think is most annoying to deal with. And then besides that... Okay, so... Who do I not want? I guess I don't want the Archmage? But I don't know. There's not a lot of good choices here for the banning. Felicia, if you place your Angel right at the front, you're not gonna take, you know, you're not gonna benefit from his skills. So that is definitely true. All right, so this is gonna be a 3 defender team as again. Yeah, she drains the mana. Yeah, so that's the. That was what I was thinking too. All right. And we will have this guy and this guy. I might even go 2 defenders. All right, I'll just have 2 attackers in the back here. That's my next. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this and this, and see how my opponent answers. Probably gonna put a defender down here. So if it's Crag versus Crag. I have to put... I'll put Monk here. I'll put a Monk here just for the heal. I'm expecting this to be like a crack type team, and I wonder if my opponent's going to do the same thing with a Monk in the back. Nope, just going to be 4 defenders. So we have the same amount of attacks, right? And we have Angel as well. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So I'm hoping that the Monk will make a little bit of a difference here. But my opponent's Naga is placed in the front, in the top lane. Can I... What happened to my defenders here? I guess my defenders... No. What happened to my defenders? Went down there? Okay, so this is going to be a close fight. Let's see which one comes out ahead. Health-wise, I lost my Angel. That's the difference maker. Alright, let's take a look, because we essentially had the same teams, right? We essentially had the same teams, but my opponent beat me because of the top lane. So it's the top lane that was the difference. Should have won. I feel like I should have won. So let's take a look and see what happened here, right? So my Pit Fiend didn't last long enough. That was the problem. I had 2 Pit Fiends, but I guess I needed to protect her more. All right. So in that situation, I thought that what we could do is I thought that we could eke out a win by having a monk in the back, but that didn't seem to work at all. So we're going to, in those situations, he didn't use a healer at all, and he was still able to defeat me because I think he ended up taking down the top lane, and that actually made a difference there. All right. Bone Dragon, there's the Black Knight, so I'll look to get rid of him. There's Naga, so I'll probably lose Naga. Lose Naga and Iron Golem. Then I guess I'll get rid of you. Alright, so no Naga, but I still have 4 attackers, and I still have 4 defenders. So I'm just gonna go with that. Alright, so we will just it feels like my dwarves just don't last very long. They just don't last long enough. So I have a Pit Fiend right here. I guess I'll have a Pit Fiend right here. Stone Gargoyle here. And I'll have a Walking Dead here. And then I'll have the 2 Pit Fiends up on the top and bottom, and then Demon, like basically just 4 defense and 4 attack. That's the best thing I could do. So go with this and Demon here. Goblins are killer with a cracks buff. Yeah, I remember you. So I went back and look at the chat again. So you used. I'm so tempted to just go with a charger here, but you're just gonna defend right here. So tempted. See if he fortifies down here. Yeah, I was really tempted, but I think if I had put a charger, would have just blocked it off with a defense, right? Ooh, good thing I got rid of the Black Knight. We're up against Lord Hart. Okay, so let's see if we do a little bit better here. So we'll get rid of the Dendroid Guard easily, and we should be able to clear out their front line pretty quickly. Yeah. Clear out their front line, and basically no chance. So this one is a much different outcome. Look at that. But I think if they had kept their Black Knight, that would have made a difference, right? So there's 3 wins. I kind of agree with you, Mount Fillmore. It kind of gets boring too after a while, since like really there's only so many heroes you can use, and it's like nobody uses any other heroes just because it's not good enough, right? It just doesn't compare against like Crag, for example. Lord Hart is one that a lot of people use as well. Get rid of Dendroid Guard, and I'll get rid of Black Knight afterwards. Oh, Pit Fiend is out. So that's a good pick by my opponent. Lord Hart is totally useless if you get rid of their Black Knight, but with Black Knight in there, they could deal some serious damage. Like if you paired up with like Lich and all those other units. Alright, so I am down 1 attacker, but that's okay because I'm still going to go for... am I going to go for defense? Not sure if I'll go for defense yet. It all depends on what my opponent has. Okay. But I'll start with this opening. It's a safe bet. If they're gonna put any defenders, they're gonna put it here. They're gonna put a charger up there, so I guess I will put you here. So there's 2 difference there. Now I'm gonna have Naga, and I will have Demon here. Now I am short one attacker, and so what I'm gonna do is charge here. That's an open lane right there, so my opponent's gonna have no choice but to put a defender there. Or just gonna put a single charger there, but if it's not Lord Heart, I'm not really worried, right? Okay, so it's Sir Moloch. So their chargers are going to have increased critical damage, I think, but with a single charger, it's not gonna be able to stop my sort of like fully, like, you know, a stacked up lane. So that's gonna be another good win there. So this is all about formation here. That was unfortunate for my opponent, not blocking off there. Like, I don't think he could have stopped it even if he did put a single defender there. Alright. Doing a little bit better now. Let's see who we get rid of. Don't really... This is where, like, I wish I could have picked another unit I don't mind losing, so I can see my opponent gets rid of the genie. If I lose my Pit Fiend again, who do I get rid of? Who do I get rid of? So I lose Monk. Okay. I think I get rid of Ogre. No, I'll get rid of... I can leave Ogre there. I don't want the casters. He is F tier. Yeah, he is Malfailmore, that's hilarious. Sir M begs you to stop. Okay. Let's go here. It's also curious to see what my opponent might be playing. Yeah, Sir Moloch is F tier. Sir Moloch is definitely very kind of, I would say, just not quite as on par. I'll put Demon here. Lord Heart's good, but you absolutely need to have Black Knight and other you need to have other... I can do the same thing, right? You need to have you need to have more undead units to really take advantage of that. Let's see what my opponent does with the... he's gonna go with 2 defenders there. I'm wondering how this will go. This is probably gonna be crack, right? I mean, I'm just experimenting here. Like, I know that the right play would have been to put 2 defenders here and here. Yeah, that's a crack play right there. So let's see if we can break through. Let's see if we can break through. Crack versus Mephala. I thought it was gonna be crack. Alright, so we're against Mephala. So the key here is to break through the front line in this lane as quickly as possible. Make it immunity down there. Come on. Let's get through here and then let's go through again. As soon as we do, then now we can go up against Angel. Right? We can go up against Angel here. Where's my Angel at? There he is. This is gonna be close. So immunity up there. We have a chance, I think. Come on, come on. Will it kill? Ah. So hey, Crack loses against Mephala. Because I played my team badly. Is how I think. Right? So I think I rely too much on the horned demons that that is summoned by the pit fiends, right? I think that's sort of the pitfall that I kind of fall in, and that's a mistake I keep making, and that is the pit fiends. They don't actually, the horned demons don't protect nearly as well. So that's a pitfall for me, and I just gave my opponent a free win using Mephala. So that's the experiment gone wrong for me. All right. I guess green dragon, like there's just not, there's no like dominating units here that I need to absolutely get rid of. Whereas I lose my Naga already, right? And so what would be another one that I need to get rid of? I guess I'll get rid of the ogre. So this team, I don't have a choice but to go 4-4. Don't really have a choice but to go 4-4. And if this is the Angel, then let's go head to head. And because I wasn't able to get rid of a lot of units there, I'm afraid I'm going to see things like the Dendroid Guard, maybe the Behemoth. Well, I know that I'm not going to be facing against... Naga. And then there is a potential for a healer. Right, there's the potential for healer. And then we're going to finish it off with Iron Golem and the Stone Gargoyle up top. That's the best I could do. Right? So there you go. Now we just have to see how this fares. Looks like a cracked setup, doesn't it? No, it's not a cracked setup. It's a Ryland setup. All right, so I'm up against heal, like Uber here, and look at that Dendroid Guard. I would have selected Dendroid Guard if it appeared, right? Because now it's a Forest Guardian, and I didn't see the Bone Dragon, didn't see the Dendroid Guard. So let's see if we can break through the front. And we have Monk healing the back. Yeah, so I kind of guess that's the Monk. So Ryland with the heal. And this was a case, honestly, it was a case I feel like the units that were shown to me for banning just were not the good ones. Right? How did I get countered so badly? So there was still there's Bone Dragon, there was Dendroid Guard, right? Those were the two critical pieces for him that that I couldn't get rid of. It never even showed up. And I lost Naga, right? So this was a case of a bad RNG, I think. So I think I have 4 wins. Man, not doing so hot today on a Sunday.
I walk with the Father.
And so Monk also didn't show up, right? Monk didn't show up. Angel, Monk, Bone Dragon, and also a Dendro Guard for him. So 4 wins. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. Oops, sorry about that. All right, I'm back. I better not be off to play. No, I didn't go off to play. I haven't logged in today, actually. So I got 2 more tickets, and I have about 40 minutes remaining for the day. I'm gonna go and do 1 more. There's Mephala. Okay. Could have picked Lord Heart. But for the goal of unlocking the lore, I'm gonna go Mephala. And so now we really have to think, like, what is the right setup for Mephala, right? So with Mephala, we need defenders. So what's gonna be a better defender here? Centaur or Swordsman? Centaur is a rampart. I'm looking for Stronghold. Like, if I have Crag for Stronghold, they actually get additional health. Swordsman only gets boosted by Catherine, so I'm depending on Catherine. I feel like Centaur is probably a more safe bet. I have to play a little bit more careful. I'll probably pick Wolf Rider. I'm gonna focus on less of these guys and more on these guys. I think I'll go Marksman. Alright, Swordsman versus Iron Golem. So the thing about Iron Golem is that they're immune to heroes' spells. Right, so I guess I'll probably pick Iron Golem here. I already got Wolf Rider. I'll pick Dendroid Guard. Walking Dead with Skeleton. I never pick Skeleton. Like, what does Skeleton do? Immune to bleeding, reflects damage, and then resistant to ranged damage? Okay, and reflects damage taken. You know, I'm gonna try... And then Walking Dead, I think, slows everyone with the poison. High defense, spreads plague to the enemies around it. You know, I still think the Walking Dead is a little bit better. So what I need is... Now what I need is... Always a tough choice. If I pick Behemoth, then I lose the ability to revive. I think I need to go with Angel. I know I'm not gonna see Behemoth again, right? I don't think I use White or Lich. I think I go with Goblin. I need more support, right? So do I use Cyclops or Rock? I think I pick Rock here. Rock or Cyclops? Cyclops is a stronghold, strong area attack, good at defending smaller units. Now if Shiva is on the team, high magical damage to multiple targets effectively. I think I go Cyclops, right? Archmage, Pegasus, or Monk. If I'm playing with something with high defense, the problem is the lack of offense and I need more heal. I wonder if heal is even necessary. Or if it might be better to go with like more range. I'll take Pegasus for now. And when I have Cyclops already, I got Iron Golem, I guess I'll take Pit Fiend. Pikeman, Vampire versus Unicorn. Pikeman. Stun enemies and effective against large units. And stuns them. Okay, let's go with that. Alright, so I got Dendroid. I don't have a healer. Might need a healer. And I'm gonna go Firebird. Alright. So now we got options, right? We got Bone Dragon, Green Dragon, or Black Knight. I don't think... If I'm playing Mephala, I'm probably not gonna go Black Knight. So would I go Green Knight? Green Dragon? So Green Dragon attacks back row troops, dealing a wide area water magical damage. Bone Dragon, on the other hand, will reduce the defense of all the enemies on the battlefield. So I need to get rid of Bone Dragon if I come across one. Right? Able to break the enemy's line of defense effectively. So I think what I want to do is I don't want to pick the Bone Dragon because I want to get rid of my enemy's Bone Dragon. I think I go with Green Dragon here. So I have 4 attackers. I think I go with Green Dragon in the back line. And I go with Orc. Now let's see if I have... Lord Hart. What would have Lord Hart done for me? He would have helped with Black Knight. Let's take a look at the units I have here. So unit wise, I have 1 undead. I have one undead and I have 1 infernal. I was really hoping for anything else. Crag would have been actually really good for all of the stronghold units I have, and Gelu would have been good for all of the ranged units I have. Vidomina boosts. I guess. What does Rashka do again? Rashka is for Firelord. I guess I go with Vidomina. Because at least I have Undead. The Walking Dead. I don't know. This is gonna be another massacre on my part, I think. Because the secondary hero really is important in my opinion. Right, so I have to get rid of their Bone Dragon. Because the Bone Dragon is one that is going to cause my team to have less defense. And let me just double check something. Okay. So I lose my 2 ranged units. I guess I'll get rid of the Black Knight then. This was tough. I don't have Lich. Rashka, like so my goal here is so mobile 13 gamer or mobile gamer. Mobile gamer, I thought about putting Rashka in, but for me it was kind of like a 50-50. And this particular fight, I'm gonna try to get as many wins as I can using Mephala. I tried it one time, didn't quite work as well as I hoped, but we're going to do our best. And so we're gonna go with this. So I need more defenders for sure, right? I need defenders and I need attackers in the back. Alright, so I don't want them to all be clumped up here. I need Genie to heal for sure, and I'm probably going to use Green Dragon if there is more than 2 in one lane. Okay. Yeah, it might be Gog and... Let's go Green Dragon over here. No, Green Dragon over here. I'm gonna put a Genie behind the Angel. Put a Defender up here, Defender down here. I'm gonna have to use my I'm gonna have to use my Undead, Walking Dead here. Genie. Wow, that's a caster heavy team. Huh? That is interesting. It's weird. It's really weird. This is... So I feel like putting just one charger in there is just going to make my units die. So I'm going to put my Pit Fiend over here and... kind of just... I don't know what's going on here. Can't tell what's... Gilu? Like, what is this team? What is this team? I'm so confused. But I also don't know how to play Mephala. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what would be the sort of right combination. Like, I don't think 4 defense is the right way to go, honestly, with Mephala. Because I need to have more attack. So Genie is there for the heal. Angel's there for the revive. Walking Dead should be paired with Centaur for high AoE bleed bonus. So, Mobile Gamer, so in this case, would it work if I had them in 2 adjacent lanes, like in 2 adjacent rows, or would I have to actually put them like one behind each other? That is very interesting here. So we're basically both going up against each other here, and we have like the same setup here essentially, except my opponent has advantage up here with the Firebird and the Rock. Also with Mephala. Okay, so my my opponent has chosen to use Firebird, Rock, Green Dragon, also had Bone Dragon. Okay, also had a Bone Dragon in there. Who's gonna win this engagement? Do I also get Holy Shield here? Yeah, so that's good. So I get Holy Shield. I think because my opponent lost their Angel, I'm gonna come out ahead here. But that was actually kind of interesting, huh? Right? So basically went with 1 defense. Now we gotta take out this green dragon and guys in the back. Okay. Walking Dead paired with Centaur. That's actually a very interesting idea. All right, so there's win number 2. That's a very interesting idea. I'm gonna give that a try, mobile gamer, because of the bleed, right? The AOE bleed. I guess I don't have much of a choice here. Again, like I need to get rid of your Bone Dragon because they decrease my defense. And Black Knight will just break through my defense if I happen to be... okay. So I guess my opponent probably owns Angel and... Well, my opponent had 2 ogres, so that was a good pick. Huh. Alright, so in this situation, if what you're saying is... I'm gonna start like this then. So if I put Walking Dead and... I guess it would be Centaur here, Ogre here. Not Ogre, I'll put one here. I'll put another one here. I guess I could do that. This is interesting, huh? 2 chargers here. And I got rid of the Black Knight. A very defensive team, I suppose. Okay. And what do I do here? So he's using 3 chargers. Does he have Sir Moloch? Is that the idea? Then I guess I'm going to put either the Green Dragon or the Firebird over here. Green Dragon. And I'll have an attack over here. Force a defensive unit up here, or you're gonna forego this lane.
Earth itself moves against you.
Mobile gamer, yeah. So that's what I'm trying right now. Centaur in front of Walking Dead. This is a very interesting setup here with Angel in the front line. That's going to cause this Angel to just immediately die, right? And Gelu without Marksman or Wood Elf. Oh, look at that! Look at all the stun that's coming out now. Okay. Unfortunately, we're up against Dendroid Guard, which is actually immune to bleeding. But these guys down here were bleeding, I think. These Griffins? Yeah, there's some Griffins there. It is a very interesting sort of like, it's very interesting seeing how people actually choose to create their formations. And we're up against Iron Golem, which is not taking a lot of damage. So right now we need DPS. There you go. Hey, so far so good. Three out of 20. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. Up against Rumble. Now let's see what we've got going on. So I lose Genie. I think I get rid of Demon, just because Demon is one that always gives me a harder time to get rid of. Without the DPS, I think that's the choice. And there goes 2 demons. Select 1 unit. So my opponent lost 2 demons, likely to be Rashka, right? Doesn't want me to have the Genie for the heal. I'm gonna try this again. That was actually that actually worked okay. Now, I lose Green Dragon, but I still have the Firebird. Okay. Okay. Firebird here. Let's see what my opponent does here. Okay. And what do I want to do here? Defend right here. And now, if my opponent doesn't block here, then I guess I could throw a charger in here. Or I could throw a Walking Dead in here for that AoE bleed. I'm gonna try this. This is just interesting, right? So probably should have put Orc in here if I wanted to do the bleed, because this would have worked better for the burn.
Moves against you.
Let's try that. Let's see how this goes. I'm always curious. I couldn't tell what my opponent's running, but I was right. Rashka is what my opponent is running there. And so, at least I don't have a lot of... I guess if I didn't have the Infernal units, that means I'm going to take double damage from their from Rashka's flame. So let's hope that we can take this out easily. So are they bleeding? Are they taking out? Oh no, my defenders are not surviving, but they're causing slow. Right, so I was kind of hoping that my Cyclops would do a little bit better job here. Can we take out this group of units here? Okay, I think we can get rid of their imp. So we get rid of the imp. Now we have to deal with the Naga. Oh, this is close. This is like coming down to the wire, really. Okay, so the number of units that we lose is similar. Firebird versus Firebird. The immunity actually is very helpful right now. We can take out... we lost our Dendroid Guard. They lost their Ogre. They lost their Angel, so that's a big one. And they lose their Naga, and that is going to be the match, I believe. Whew.
My people are protected.
Hey, this is working out a lot better than the last time I was using Mephala. So now I got 4 victories in there. It's working okay. Let's try it again. So I guess with Mephala, it worked better not focusing on just attackers in the front, but having more support in the back so far, and getting rid of units that really impact us is very important. Oh, I guess I can get rid of you. Rock or demon? Rock or demon? Rock or demon? Couldn't decide between these two. There's also a Freedy. Who am I gonna lose? Pit Fiend. Okay. So let me take a look. I'm used to playing second, actually. I'm used to playing second more. Alright, so we're gonna do this, and... start with the genie here. So I'm kind of lacking on the attackers, but my opponent doesn't have Naga. David Rothwell, welcome. Good morning here. I'm probably not going to be able to play for much longer. I have been at it pretty much the entire time here. And I am going to defend. The question is, how am I going to defend here? And I think I'm going to actually throw in an orc here. Right? So with the remaining 3... I'm going to have probably a green dragon here, a defender here, or I guess I'll have a green dragon here, and a defender here, and then see what my opponent does. 20 wins in this. So you have to get the wins with Mephala in Duel of Heroes. 20 wins, that's what's needed. Put a charger there. Alright. Probably Black Knight, but I have to defend.
Earth itself moves against you.
Let's go for this and see if we're up against Lord Hart. No, we're against Crag. Let's see. Let's see how our Walking Dead deals with the Griffins.
War is not a son of glory.
Well, looks like our Walking Dead is not doing so hot right here. Griffin's gone through. But our Green Dragon actually was able to take out the monks, huh? So that's really good. Okay, let's take out the Griffins. We just need to take out the Griffin that's distracting us in the back. Okay. So our Angel's still alive, so that's the good news. We take out their defenders up there, that's good. Their Black Knight's like alive forever. Oh, let's try and take him out. So I think Genie was really helpful here, huh? Good, we take out their stone gargoyles. And this setup we should be good to go to take out the rest of the units here. Oh, we're actually winning. Shield your top lane because you didn't put any DPS in the top lane. Yeah, that's why it took for it's basically just like I'm basically just absorbing damage there. All right, so this is gonna be the last match. All hail Genie. Genie was clutch in that situation. Green Dragon actually did a really good job taking out the monks in the back lane. So that was really good. All right, so I picked first. First pick, Naga. Second pick, I was gonna pick Monk. I guess I'll give it a rock then. I'm assuming my opponent has Angel as well. So you feel that Cyclops and Pegasus are the best range units? Orcs are good for a critical chance, but they have to be near death for it to be active. Without healer, they will die. Interesting choice there. Okay, so I'm liking this setup right now with Genie behind Angel. I guess I can try Cyclops here instead of Orc. Pegasus is also really good. Pegasus also provides a little bit of shielding, which is nice. Okay. I'm gonna do this, followed by this, and then I can decide what to do next. Two attackers here. And then if my opponent chooses to charge, I guess I could probably just put two defenders up here. Here and here. Basically, or defend here, defend in one location, and then have an attacker up here. Right? Kind of expected that. So I will defend here, and I'm going to put an attacker up here. Because with this, it's less likely that my opponent's going to respond with a charger. But he might put something here, right? Forgo this top lane and just go here, I'm guessing. Oh, he does respond with a charger. All right, let's see how this works out then. We're up against Catherine. Oh man, look at the swordsman over there. Can't tell if I saw swordsman or not, but let's see how we do. Dendrogar isn't doing so hot right there. Dealing basically next to no damage, but they're but it looks like their Cavalier's about to die, so then Angel's gonna be forced to resurrect it. Our Genie's in the same lane as the Green Dragon, which which is bad news.
Follow me to victory.
Okay, so we used so the Genie, I mean the Angel already used up one revive for the Cavaliers up top. So let's get rid of those guys and then let's take out another unit quickly. Let's take out these Iron Crusaders. So Angel can't revive it right away. Oh my gosh, it won't die. Come on. This is with the Green Dragon and also the Cyclops hitting on one unit. Look at that, it won't die. Oh my goodness.
Follow me to victory.
The Genies are basically focusing all of their energy on that one single Iron Crusader. It won't die. So this is bad news for us. Right? Despite all the poisons I'm putting down.
Earth itself moves against you.
Come on, come on. Is it a matter of just not enough DPS? And we're gonna time out here. So, in a situation where we time out, we lose. Gosh. So look at that. That one single Iron Crusader is MVP over there. But I win. I thought I lose in a case of a tie. Is it because of total damage? We dealt more damage overall? Hey, we won that one. We actually won that one. I guess we won because we have more units standing. Like, that single... Look at the single Iron Crusader just took all the damage in the world. Look at... And that's really because my units aren't able to deal quite enough damage there. And then the heals... Oh, Pipfine actually healed quite a lot, but Genie is just like healing... Because this Genie is just healing a single unit. So, well, it wasn't glorious. It wasn't glorious, but we won. All right, so that's going to be it for today's stream. Thanks, everybody. So we are 5-0 so far with Mephala, and we're going to keep going after this, and we'll see how we do in the next time we come back to this. So thanks very much for joining me here for today's stream. That was actually a lot of fun, and this is Mephala, and we'll continue going until we unlock our lore. Thanks, everybody. Take care. I'll see you next time.